Great pass, setting up the basket. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Pascal Siakam looking for his man. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Gasol. Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have something. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Ferguson slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
To Adams. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
That no good off the mark. To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Drills the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
So Leonard sets him up. Good look that time, but off the mark. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up.
Yeah, I'll probably play a little 2K tomorrow,
play.
get used to it, man, because I've been playing NBA Live for so long.
But a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
I missed it.
To Westbrook. Russell Westbrook powers it through. Where did that come from?
Call Amber and tell her I'm playing the game right now.
Went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
Call Amber and tell her I'm playing the game right now.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Lowry. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Not done. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Right now.
To Adams. From long range. Not that time. He misses. To Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
That'll get out off the Raptors. It stays with Oklahoma City.
Yeah, let me talk to her. Hello? Hey, baby. Sorry, my phone's on charger.
Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Here's Schroeder with it. Trailing by 15. For 3.
Damn.
Off the mark. No good. Big man, Steven Adams. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Raymond Felton at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line.
All right. Alright, I love you. Yeah.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Or two.
So he goes one
Just
for two
use that
from the
Walmart
line
for an hour and a half,
after hitting
mind
on
you.
the second.
They only had 2 registers open. Yeah.
So Lowry goes to the left side. Ibaka.
That's where she went.
You could see Serge salivate. Wide open, he drills it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
So Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. Felton's there for the rebound. To Paul George.
I went for a steal.
Strong finish for Paul George. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 3.
Nothing going here on that drive. George. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. George. Message received. Well defended. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It's been all Raptors.
Yeah.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as
Yeah, I
we get
did
things started
take
here
time
in
and
the
look at
second
like
quarter.
the controllers, like you know how to do like picks and all that stuff on there.
Ferguson to
So I got a
Schroeder.
basic idea a little bit on the controls on 2K.
The drive right to the
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
took it right to him, and the defender was ready. George,
Shot.
and it's good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Hey,
Opposing
getting,
coach is going to
yeah, I'm
come
getting
make
good
some
at those
changes
charges,
of his
man.
own.
I didn't really use it. I didn't really use it, but I've been using it lately, man, to get like good players in foul trouble.
Lynn to Ibaka. Gets it in the right corner. Ibaka.
Shot it wrong.
Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
I
Drive
actually
to the
started
baseline,
doing it
but
against
won't
Golden
go
State because
down.
I want to get Curry in foul trouble.
Siakam, defended by Jeremy Grant.
Yeah. Yep.
Lynn. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shot. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Ibaka. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Slams it home on the putback.
Like my old coach used to
Been a
say,
while since we
if
got
it
to
ain't
play.
broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Okay.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And he's fouled.
Gonna have to earn
Nice
it, too.
move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jeremy Grant, couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Leonard. Gets it in the left corner. Ibaka, shot no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Raymond Felton. Trying to cash in. Leonard's shot won't go down. George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Hell yeah. I know when I get off here, I'm gonna message put a post on my brother wall about Toronto. I'm gonna get on my brother's wall and make a post about Toronto or something, man, because I tried telling him Toronto's gonna take it, man. Everybody thought Golden State, but you know, you can have a lot of talent, don't mean nothing, man. You can have all the talent in the world, don't mean nothing that they don't, you know. Especially with all the drama and everything they got going on, worrying about like KD leaving and Klay Thompson's gonna be a free agent stuff too.
They have to keep him in their grasp.
You got a lot on their mind, man.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
The assist from number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
OG Anunoby, tough matchup against George. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
See, I picked up Virginia to win too. I don't know if you've seen Devon's wall I put on there when he was going for Michigan State. I was like,
if your pass is just
Virginia's
a
gonna win it
fraction
all,
too
man.
early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole playoff. The timing
like
of
their
this
defense holding
has to be
people under 80 points and shit. I mean, it's gonna be hard to.
To George. Paul George, 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And that'll get out of bounds.
Just
Last touch by the Thunder. It'll stay Raptors basketball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lowry. Deep two there, won't go. To Westbrook. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Marc Gasol, 3 for 3 in this first half. Schroeder with the basketball. His team down up.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Man, that boy came out of nowhere too, Siakam.
Paul George, it's a 5-second violation. Westbrook with it. 9-point margin. And a nice finish at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Leonard. 4-3. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
The assist from number 7.
Oklahoma City's got it. Pascal Siakam pins it. That'll get out off the Raptors. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Oklahoma City Thunder, number 23, Terrence Ferguson.
Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Flushes it home.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Here's Leonard for two. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now Adams down low. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Lowry. Steven Adams with the block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Lowry. Deep left corner. Has a look. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Lowry into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Over to the right side. Leonard. Second effort. Gasol. Not that time. To Paul George. Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Raptors in front.
I'll hit another fadeaway. I'm getting good at those too, man.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks
got
cool,
a lot
but
of
guess
blocks,
what?
man.
You're still on
The other game, he had, I think game 2 or game 3, he had like 6.
Offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The drive by Westbrook, but a shot stays out. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Paul George. And the rebound taken in by George. Thunder with the basketball. Ferguson to George. Adams. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Down low for Leonard, and finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And Paul George nails it from downtown.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Oh, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pascal Siakam tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
You live
Wanted to
by
have
a
a game
three,
like I had
you
that
die
one
by
time
a
where I
three.
only missed like
And guess
3
what?
shots,
They're living
1
large
3.
right now.
I was on fire with him, man.
Toronto has the basketball. Leonard. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder.
Stole it.
Kawhi Leonard. And Adams able to clear the board. It goes down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Leonard. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Lowry.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
To Leonard.
All right here.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lets it fly from long range. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Toronto with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard against Paul George. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Lowry, here again Schroeder. Goes to the left side. Here's Leonard for two. Can't connect. Felton into the front court. His guys down three. Lays it up and in. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Lynn with it. Leads one. To Ibaka. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Ibaka bothered just enough on that one. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Leonard to Ibaka. Leonard. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Defense, let's go.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Get it, shoot it again.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Screen coming. Leonard.
I got you. Get back in there, get back in there.
Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Time for some new personnel into the game.
All right. Nah.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Raymond Felton has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Fires the 3. Off the mark. George to Adams. 3 seconds is the call. Time to shuffle things up.
Hell yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Steven Adams. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Leonard, there's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Hey, like that one?
Hand down, man down.
Oh, you hit triangle and then square to throw it to yourself.
To Paul George. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Yeah, you hit triangle and then square. Yeah.
George,
add
another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
And counted at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
3 quarters complete. This game is all tied up.
Yeah. 4th about to be mine, though.
Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ball game.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Ferguson to George. Has a chance? Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one.
That's tough to get a 3 and out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be creative. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. From long range. Second effort. And a putback slam.
The white team.
Ed, It's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Ferguson.
Yeah.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Short jumper thrown
Come
far.
on.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Ferguson. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. It's
Good
good.
shit, bro.
Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Deep two
That
there.
was right
Won't
on,
go.
and I still
To
missed.
Schroeder. Ferguson slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
I need
Just
Leonard
showing
back.
you that 40-inch vertical.
For three, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Danny Green, beyond the arc for three. Danny
Uh-huh.
Green can't get down
Yes,
to go.
no.
Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates
Like that
involved
one,
with your
I was
pass.
right on the circle and I still missed it.
Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that
Yeah, I
make.
think my
And
starter's
ISO
back in.
basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions. Oklahoma City.
Here's
Yeah,
Westbrook controlling the offense.
Yep.
Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. Great feed. Sets it up. 4-3. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken in by George. Ferguson. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Down the lane to lay it in.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Now pass taken away by the
Trying
Thunder.
to pass the
Tonight,
night
it
before
may
that.
not cost you, but in a playoff game, it
Wasn't
will.
letting.
He throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Russ at the controls. All by himself.
Man,
Creates his own shot there.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's
I
that
don't know,
easy.
surprised to see something outside.
Paul George to Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with
Let's see what
size
she's fucking
and
is.
length.
Probably a
That's the
raccoon
biggest
or something
deterrent
outside.
for any team offensively.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Leonard.
Probably a boss in the raccoon.
He's going to get 3 shots here, shooting 75% so far tonight, and hits the first free throw.
Oh, I forgot to pull it, dude. I'm sorry.
Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. To Paul George. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Lowry. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Leonard. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Westbrook. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Rebound taken by Toronto. To Leonard. Lowry. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
You got him. Get
Westbrook
busy.
to George.
Get busy.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds.
It's a good game, though.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. The Thunder will use a timeout. They trail by 1.
Took a gamble,
Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot?
Game over.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory.
Good game, man.
As
hey, I'll
they
put more.
just
I'm gonna
squeak
let
this
my
one
daughter
out
play
by
for a
a
little bit.
point. That does it for my partner.
All right, bro.